thank you so much for meeting with us today. Do you want to just kickstart us off and tell us a little bit about what you guys do?
So, yeah, sure. Thank you for having me in. Digital Next, we are a digital marketing company based here in the UK, in Manchester. That's our head office. We also have an office in Melbourne in Australia, and earlier this year, sort of the end of last year, we set up in Abu Dhabi in the UAE as well.
Fab. That sounds exciting.
We've currently got about, I'd say, 30 staff here in the UK, between 10 and 15 in Australia, and there's 3 in the UAE at the moment.
Amazing. And day to day, what do you guys cover? What sort of clients are you working
our
with?
core services as a digital marketing agency are search engine optimization, pay-per-click management, which ranges across Google, Bing and other platforms, paid social media marketing, mainly Facebook and Instagram, website design and development, and content marketing.
Fab, so a real range of
Yeah, most things
coverage
digital,
then.
and we have specific departments for each service as well.
Oh, amazing. And the digital T-level links quite nicely into all of those things that you guys cover. Why did you think it was important to become a business partner for the new T-level?
Well, firstly, from a personal perspective, I was a student at Oldham Sixth Form College, so I wanted to sort of try and give something back. I got a lot of benefits from the college while I was there. I really enjoyed my time. It gave me a great opportunity to develop as an adult before I went to university. So it'd be great for the students to be able to get something back from an ex-student. But also as an agency, we are a young, vibrant agency. Me, not so much, but a lot of the staff that we have, are young, vibrant. We have taken on quite a few apprentices over the years who've developed, into different roles at the company, who've gone on to do, bigger and better things, which we always encourage as well. And, as a multidiscipline agency that works across, a couple of hundred different business sectors, I think it's really important that, we can look at the future of digital and sort of, try our best to help out.
Oh, absolutely. Sounds great. What did you study with us at
So
Oldham
I
Sixth
was
Form?
doing French, business studies, politics and English language. And I also did things called short courses, which I don't think will be around anymore.
Do you think
This
so?
is like, I'm going back nearly 20 years now.
So if a T-level existed, maybe when you were studying, that might have been something that you were interested
I
in.
was always really interested. The reason why I did business studies because I was really interested in marketing.
Okay.
And when I went on to university, I went on to do business studies with marketing and a foreign language. So marketing was always the core focus of the business studies element. And by doing this, it'd be a great way to sort of get hands-on, experience in a marketing agency.
Yeah.
And because of the way things are going at the moment, digital as a marketing channel is probably one of the biggest.
Yeah, I mean, you've mentioned it then. At the moment, especially throughout lockdown, everyone has had to sort of adapt very, very quickly. And lots of services, lots of companies have had to go digital. What do you think the future of the digital sector looks like?
Well, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but businesses are really going to have to embrace digital now, whether they like it or not. So throughout lockdown, throughout this pandemic, we've had a lot of people come to us and say, we've never digitalized our business, but now we need to. They've relied on referrals, they've relied on, regular business, which might not be there anymore. They need to be able to touch a much bigger audience. They need to get the brand out there. They need to be able to compete online. They need to be able to generate another revenue stream. If they have a bricks and mortar store and that gets closed down, that's revenue gone. So if they do have the online presence, if they do have the social media presence, if the brand starts getting out there, it's just revenue that, really valuable revenue for them as well. And
Go on.
with the approach of Brexit now finalising, the digital world is a lot closer to everybody. Yeah, you can get a lot closer to people. So being able to reach out to Australia, Canada, the United States with your products and your brands, even covering Europe after Brexit as well. So it just means that a company can reach out territorially across the globe using digital.
Yeah, absolutely. A huge part of the T-level programme is the amazing opportunity that these students get with a work placement that's included in as part of the course. What do you think students are going to gain from a work placement with you guys?
So students will primarily gain first-hand experience of how a digital marketing agency operates, yeah? They will sort of learn the basics and the core aspects of the individual services. They will understand how that can be used across different industries. Some industries it works better for, one service works better than others. They will work in a team. They will basically have what's the word I'm looking for? They will have the benefit of learning from people who have been in this sector for a long time.
Yeah.
The two guys that run our PPC, our pay-per-click department, they both worked at Google for about 5 years each. So they, knowledge-wise, technically-wise, they're absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
SEO, the content team, they'll learn multidisciplines of everything that comes together as part of a digital marketing strategy for a company.
Oh, I just think it's an amazing opportunity for a young person that maybe is already enthusiastic to join you guys, who, like you say, are a young, vibrant, hugely experienced team. How much worth that experience is going to be. It's just amazing. Can you it's quite hard considering how much you guys cover. Can you maybe run through what a typical day might look like for one of these students?
So a typical day would be, arriving at work, sort of getting yourself set up, looking at a task list that you might have prepared the day before, working out which clients you're going to be speaking to, because speaking to our clients is one of the most important things, the communication, the transparency, the planning with them, making sure that the campaigns that we're working on are all going in the right direction. We're working towards, KPIs, we're working towards their focus. We're working on, seasonal aspects to their business, whether it be Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Halloween, Valentine's Day, it could be anything, Father's Day, Mother's Day, there's loads of different things. So a typical day would really depend on what their task is for that week or what's impending for their client base. So, typically, we try and stick to 9 to 5 hours as close as we can, but we don't micromanage our staff here. Our staff are fully competent, they all have their own specialisms, they work very closely together. Even if one person's in the SEO team and we've got somebody in the PPC team, they'll need to collaborate on a campaign if the client's working on both. So a typical day would be coming in, working out the best way they're going to attack that day themselves, having a meeting with the team, sort of debriefing from the day before, looking at what tasks need to be completed today. We let them have a little bit of lunch. But yeah, it depends. It could be writing content, it could be looking at graphic design elements to a website, they could be looking at UX, they could be looking at research and development, they could be sort of having a discovery call with a new client to find out more about their business and work out where they should be starting off with them. It could be reporting. All our clients get bespoke reporting, so it could be providing that client for a reporting on a particular campaign or the month that's just gone. It really does vary.
There's so much to get stuck into.
There is.
You mentioned earlier, obviously, the company's worked with apprenticeships before, and the level of those students that have gone on to be employed was quite high. Would you say, as an employer, a student having that work experience is really important?
I'd say today in modern day, yeah, definitely, because, qualifications are great. I went to university myself, but ultimately I don't, it's good to have the educational qualifications behind you because that gives you a solid structure, but having that experience, having that hands-on sort of day-to-day knowledge of the service that you're trying to provide for a business, a client, whatever it is, that's really important nowadays.
Yeah, it's those life skills, isn't it, that maybe you haven't ever had before. You're not used to getting up and going into a work environment.
It's life skills, it's personal skills, it's interacting with other people, it's knowing what to say to a certain person at a certain time, making mistakes and then sort of learning from those mistakes, because, we're all, I know this is a cliche as well, but we're all still learning, aren't we?
Yeah, definitely. I just think it's an amazing opportunity. Thank you so much for your time today. That's a wrap.
Look forward to it.